When I was in London several years ago, I discovered among the Wesley papers a never-before revealed letter that Charles Wesley had written to George Whitefield. And in this letter, Charles was complaining about one of the itinerant ministers, which his brother John had assigned to a very important post. Charles felt that the young man was not deserving of this post, and he referred to him in this letter in the Latin phrase, fallit ad sumum, which means he falls to the highest post, or he fails to the top or to the summit. Now, all of us who are ministers know preachers like that, who are in the Wesleyan tradition. Well, I felt that if Charles Wesley had been living today and had written a similar letter to George Whitefield, he would not have used the Latin phrase fallit ad sumum. He would have described the minister in the modern idiom as one who would flop to the top. So with that in mind, I have written this song, which I think perhaps Charles Wesley would have written in this same particular poetic idiom had he been living today. A mediocre minister of whom we all should know once failed himself to great success in the ages long ago. As preacher and as teacher and as pastor, husband, pop, he fizzled so pathetically he flopped to the top. Flopped to the top, oh watch him fall it ad sumum. He fizzled so pathetically, he flopped to the top. His people couldn't stand him, so they said, this will we do. Give him a raise in salary and then bid him adieu. No other church would have him, he refused to take a drop. So they made a DS of him as he flopped to the top. Flop to the top, oh watch him flop to the top. So they made a DS of him as he flopped to the top. In the cabinet he continued as he had in days of yore, till the brethren realized the awful fate they had in store. So they schemed to make a bishop of him in the coming crop, and he climbed to greater glory as he flopped to the top. Flop to the top, oh watch him flop to the top, and climb to greater glory as he flopped to the top. If ever I should find myself up near the throne of grace, I have no doubt that there I'll see this brother's smiling face. And if I ask just how in heaven he managed here to drop, Gabriel will remind me that he flopped to the top. Flop to the top, yes, watch him flop to the top. Hail the itinerant ministry where we flop to the top. Now, this is another kind of a song which I dedicate to the pastoral relations committees of all of our churches, especially when the superintendents say to the ministers, now go or stay. If it's go, you go. If it's stay, you stay. And if he says to the committees, you must say whether your preacher will go or stay. If you say go, he'll have to go. If you say stay, he'll have to stay. So with that in mind, I've written this song called The First Law of the Jungle. Once my DS said conference time's ahead and we're making up the move-in list. So tell me if you want to go or stay on this, I must insist. I recalled the advice the mother monkey gave to her infant, small and pale. Never let go with your hand, son, till you got a good grip with your tail. Never let go with your hand, son, till you got a good grip with your tail. Don't forget this advice, son, if you follow it, you'll never fail. Now the big boys like to put the pressure on and to throw their weight around. But if you do what they want you to, you may fall face flat on the ground, splat. So if you want to live in the years ahead, come wind, come snow, come hail, then never let go with your hand, boy, till you got a good grip with your tail. Now the church is sometimes like the jungle, boy, where the lion once was king. And the roars you hear may fill you with fear if you forget this important thing. The first law of the jungle stands, it protects you like a coat of mail. Never let go with your hand, boy, till you got a good grip with your tail. So when the big boys cry, just throw your head up high and say, don't you monkey with me. I know the first law of the jungle, 'cause I learned it from EKE. I won't saw any limb off behind me, boy, but I'll keep my eye on the rail and never let go with my hand, son, till I got a good grip with my tail. So never let go with your hand, boy, till you got a good grip with your tail. Don't forget this advice, son, if you follow it, you'll never fail. Now the big boys like to put the pressure on and to throw their weight around. And if you do what they want you to, you may fall face flat on the ground. So if you want to live in the years ahead, come wind, come snow, come hail, then never let go with your hand, boy, till you got a good grip with your tail. I said, till you got a good grip with your tail. I hold her love like a flower in my hand, a fragrant, fragile flower of emotion. I hold her love like a flower in my hand. Oh, who can understand such devotion? Love is a mystery of gladness and despair, bringing you misery or joy beyond compare. I hold her love like a flower in my hand, a fragrant, fragile flower of emotion. I hold her love like a flower in my hand. Oh, who can understand such devotion? This was from the Junaluska story, A very simple ballad I wrote for that movie, which was produced by the Radio Commission of the jurisdiction. It's featured in the motion picture, The Junaluska Story. It never entered your heart that I could love you. It never entered your heart that I could care. Time and again I've whispered to you, I love you, my darling, I do. But you doubt that it's true, that I could be in love with you. It never entered your heart that I could need you. It never entered your heart that I want you all my own. So I'll tell you once more, it's you I adore, and I want you all the time. Let me enter your heart the way you entered mine. The song we fashioned when you taught my heart to sing, the kiss we shared when I agreed to wear your ring. Do you remember? Didn't mean a thing. Those little dreams we forgot. The cottage in the country we designed for two. That little gift from heaven that would look like you. Were they just idle promises, or were they true? Those little dreams we forgot. Is this to be the end of dreaming? A heartache, a tear, and a sigh. Is this the end of every lover's scheming? Or are you half as miserable as I? The love we vowed to cherish till the seas ran dry. The precious vows we whispered 'neath the moonlit sky. Do you look back and miss them, dear, the same as I? Those little dreams we forgot. Those little dreams we sunshine above the rain. And when the story is fully told, there'll be some heartache among the gold. But that's the way of life, my friends. And that's the way that every story ends. The years creep slowly by, Lorena. The snow is on the grass again. The sun's low down the sky, Lorena. The frost gleams where the flowers have been, but the heart throbs on as warmly now as when the summer days were nigh. Oh, the sun can never deep so low adown affection's cloudless sky. The sun can never deep so low adown affection's cloudless We promised to love each other when we were young and fancy-free. Do you remember, my darling, underneath our kissing tree? We were la you heard the same vow from me. Do you remember, my darling, underneath our kissing tree? The tree has grown older, my dear one, since I carved your initials in mine. But the love that blooms in my heart will bloom till the end of time. Come, let us go back together and promise once more to be the same true lovers, my darling, faithful till eternity, underneath our kissing tree. wondrous story all the way. Sing the wondrous story